Hello, DIY flower designer community. Welcome. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Flowers by Jenna May, or maybe you're tuning in from the flower designer community on Facebook. Wherever you are, welcome. Today we're going to be making a really fun all flower bouquet, all pink flower bouquet. If Barbie were to have a wedding bouquet, this would be it. Okay, but these roses are gorgeous, you guys. These are the Esperanza roses, and they are, look at those, like they are singing. These are South American roses, and they are just gorgeous. Look at the size of those heads. They are so beautiful. So we're gonna rock these out with some gorgeous pink gerbs, excuse me. And then we've got really fun, we're gonna do a double ribbon wrap on this bouquet. But if you were to have, you wanted a really simple wedding bouquet, this is not twisted. This is a super, super easy rounded bouquet. We're just gonna flow it out, okay? So we're gonna just grab each flower, and these are really cool because these roses are gonna already create, because they're so rounded, they're gonna give you a really easy rounded bouquet. So all you really need to do is just kind of gather them up like so, and just keep going, okay? Just keep going. You can pretty much just wrap them all together, put them in. They're just gonna flow together really nicely. You just put wherever there is, you just kind of flow them in, okay? You can just kind of build it out a little bit. And the cool thing with this bouquet is after you get it done, depending on how rounded it turns out, I mean, look at how easy this is. This is a simple piece of cake, okay? Super easy bouquet. I love doing rounded roses because, I mean, how simple and gorgeous is this? Like, this could already be a bridal bouquet. You could keep it super, super simple. Buy a dozen gorgeous roses and just put some gorgeous ribbon on them, and boom, you've got a flower bouquet, a real flower bouquet, and they're super easy to make. These roses just give us a total rounded vibe just like automatically. So super simple. Oop, they're falling. My hands are super small, you guys. Okay, so super easy. Look, it's pretty straight, gorgeous. You can leave the leaves in. You can take the leaves out, however you want to do that. I'm just going to pull some of them off. I'm going to leave some of them on the top a little bit and kind of work with them a little bit. But this is an all flower bouquet. Look at how pretty that is. It's gorgeous, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to add something in called a showstopper. This is where these gorgeous gerbs come in. You see the yellow? Your eyes are going to go right to that. And you can kind of just poke these in, right, in the bouquet, just kind of where you want them. And see, it just adds a little interest to the bouquet, gives you just a little hint of yellow. And then wherever there's a little space, I'm gonna pop a gerb right in there. Okay, just nice and simple, kind of just work it around a little bit in between some of the roses. We're gonna pop some in the top of this too, to kind of create just some interest in the bouquet. You could make, I mean, you could do this however you wanted, but this is just a simple, like if you were doing your own wedding, you're like, Jen, I just want a really simple bouquet. This could be so gorgeous and so simple, and actually pretty inexpensive if you bought this from the grocery store. Not much. I bought Baby's Breath over here, and I think for all of this, it was under $40. So you could really recreate your bouquet pretty simply for a good price if you're trying to save some money. Because when we're doing a wedding, aren't we always trying to save a little money? This is a really simple technique to kind of do that with. So we got the showstopper in there to create that gorgeous interest. Look at how pretty that would be in pictures. It would be beautiful, especially against a white dress. If you're a pink bride, this would be phenomenal. I'm gonna create just a little bit more interest. I'm just looking to see, this last one's gonna go right there. I already see the space it needs to go into. Right there, okay? So simple. Now, my favorite way to do floral design bouquets is to use something called wet tape. This is the duct tape of florists, okay? That's what it's equivalent to. Now, if I can just find my end, I know what's on here. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find it. It's like a tape roll, you know? Let's see. There it is. There it is. I found it. I like this because if you put it in a vase before you ribbon wrap it, it holds the bouquet together. You can get a really tight wrap with this. Some people will use wire or some kind of twine. It's totally up to you. This is just my personal favorite. I'm gonna take out some more of these leaves right there. I don't like where they were. So I'm just gonna remove them. It's totally easy to just go through and do whatever works for you, but I really love, basically you just pick a spot that you want the tape to adhere to, and you just wrap it around. Make sure it's sticking to itself, like so, like that. And if you really wanted to keep the flowers together, you could do another wrap down here if you needed to. I think this is gonna hold it pretty well. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the bouquet to kind of where you're gonna want them. And I'm gonna leave them kind of long. I like to do about at least 2 fist lengths long. So that way, you could leave them long if you wanted it to be like a longer bouquet. You could leave the stems long, but I like them about right here. Some people will do them shorter than this, so it's totally up to you. But you want to hold your bouquet like this, okay, for your wedding. And then what we do is we've got this. We're gonna do a really fun ribbon wrap. So we've got this white ribbon, and basically how I start my ribbon wrap, everyone's a little different. I make sure I fold this in like so, okay? We're gonna put it over the green tape or the wet tape because you don't want it to be shown. Whenever you're doing floral design, the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure all of your mechanics are covered. So people cannot even see how you're doing it. So what I've got is I've got this gorgeous little pin. It's got a little diamond detail to it. And you just slip it in right there and you make sure it goes into a stem. Okay, so it's not poking out so you don't poke yourself, okay? Then what you do is once you've got it anchored, you're just gonna wrap this. You're gonna make sure that end is in and you're gonna wrap it down. Now you could do the pin detailing show it shows, or if you wanted it more clean, you could cover it up however you like it. I kind of like mine to show because I think it's so cute, but totally up to you. However you like your bouquet design. If you like it more rustic, leave the pin showing. If you're like, Jen, I want it to look really crisp and clean, maybe you've got a princess dress and something really gorgeous and you're like, I want it to be really crisp and clean, you can actually move it up and hide the little detailing if that's something you want. So then we get the ribbon wrap to where we want it. You can do long ribbon wrap, you can do short ribbon wrap. I like mine to like right there normally. All of us designers kind of have something we like, right? So just make it yours. Then I'm gonna use another little pin. I'm gonna just finish it. All I did was fold it over like I did on the top. So I just took this, I folded it over so it had a clean line to it. And I'm just gonna stick the little pin in it. And sometimes this pin will have somewhere to go and sometimes it won't. So you can actually clip it out if you need to. But then sometimes it starts to like slip out. So kind of work with it a little bit. I actually anchored mine into a stem right here. And so it's not poking out, so it's not gonna get anyone, okay? And since this is like a Barbie inspired wedding bouquet, we're gonna add this gorgeous pink iridescent detailing, okay? And I'm gonna kind of show what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna treat this as the back. The pins are gonna be on the back. I like to mark a bouquet when I'm doing a flower design for a bride so they know which way to hold it. So those pins are actually gonna be on the back. And that's how they'll know the front from the back. Then I've got this right here and I'm gonna anchor one and then I'm gonna show it to you what I'm doing. This is something called a ballerina wrap. Think of like a ballerina ballet shoes. It's kind of the same thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie it around the bottom, okay? Just like you would tie. And then we're gonna put a knot in it and I'll show you exactly what it's gonna look like. That's what it looks like, little tie. Then we're gonna do the next layer. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna kind of have to lay it down so it's hard to show. But basically what it is it's just a wrap around. You take this thing, you put it underneath the bouquet on this side, and then you do the same thing on this side. So it makes like a crisscross. And then you bring it up. Oh, you can kind of see my hands here. You bring it up, you tie like you would tie your shoe, just like over, under, tie it, Then you're going to make a knot, like so, knot. And then you're gonna go around back again, like so. Got lots of ribbon. We're gonna do the cross behind it again, then we're gonna tie down, then we're gonna create a knot, like so. We're gonna do one more so we can bring it up around. So behind again, cross it, tie it down. So pretty. And I'll show you what it looks like because this is gorgeous. I'm loving this. This would be so beautiful for a bridal bouquet. I put a really kind of loopy bow on it. You could do a bow, you could not do a bow, you could just do ties. Let me see if I like ties better. I'm loving that bow. Do I like ties better? Okay, I think we're going with ties today. That's not normal for me. Usually, sometimes I'll do a little, this I thought it was gonna have a Cinderella bow, but I guess not. Just has a simple tie. Now let me show you what it looks like. Isn't that so pretty? Look at, wouldn't that be so gorgeous for a bride, a pink bride? Oh, it's so cute. Love it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful tutorial. If you're, thank you for watching me from YouTube. You can like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of what I'm putting out here. If you're in the DIY flower designer community, on Facebook, I'm so glad you're a part of our community. If you want to know a little bit more about where you can find me on social media, that's in the link below this video. I hope you have a beautiful flowery day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.